Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are tackling a topic that's critical for anyone considering higher education, or even if you're already deep in your academic journey. We all know that feeling of maybe paying a bit too much for something like an overpriced latte, but what's truly mind boggling is committing to an education that costs a small fortune, potentially well over $100,000 for a piece of paper, only to fit it doesn't provide the financial return that you expected. The current landscape of student debt is truly staggering. The average graduate is carrying a burden that can easily exceed $40,000, an amount that for many is more than their entire annual income. And here's the kicker, more than half of the college graduates openly admit that their degree wasn't worth the debt they took on. It's almost like many feel that they fell for a trap. But here's the good news. There are strategies to navigate this, whether you are looking to pay off existing loans or if you are trying to avoid massive debt in the first place. So stick around because I'll share insights on how to make smarter choices. So if you're already in this situation or fear that you might be, there are tools available like various refinancing calculators that can show you potential savings and also rates with zero impact on your credit score and no fees. So these tools can genuinely save you thousands. But let's get straight to it. What are some college majors that often lead to more debt than financial freedom? So we are talking about degrees where you might struggle to earn enough to even cover your loan payments, let alone live comfortably for years on end. So first up, a field that many find incredibly engaging is behavioral science. Now, I'm not here to knock the subject itself. Understanding human behavior, insights into psychology, sociology, and anthropology, that is profoundly fascinating. However, the irony is that this degree often doesn't predict the financial hurdles it graduates face. This field frequently comes with significant student loan obligations, often in the tens of thousands of dollars, even with conservative estimates. The reality is, many entry level positions simply don't offer salaries that make this debt manageable. So, consider roles like community support specialist, or you can say even entry level research assistants. Their starting pay is often far below the total debt incurred to get the degree. Furthermore, many sought after positions such as licensed counselors or therapists, they demand advanced degrees. So this means that you are looking at piling on even more debt after your initial bachelor's. So the sources show that graduates in this area often grapple with one of the highest debt to income ratios, which is a clear red flag for financial stability. Okay, that first one might have sparked some strong opinions, but our next one often raises even more eyebrows. That is religious education or any closely related degree. Can I get an amen for potentially questionable financial decisions? Amen, amen, amen. So, this field typically involves median student debt in the range of $30,000. Now, let me be clear, spirituality and faith are incredibly important aspects of life for many people, but investing this kind of money to professionally study religion can feel like a financial gamble. It's worth noting that many roles you might pursue with such a degree, like a youth minister, a religious education instructor, or a church administrator, they often require a formal degree. Many religious organizations actually prioritize practical experience and genuine commitment over an expensive credential. You could be paying private university tuition prices for positions that typically offer non-profit salaries. While the work can be rewarding, the financial return often doesn't justify the investment. So if you're passionate about this path, then exploring options like volunteering or specialized certifications can be far more cost effective ways to gain experience without the burden of crushing student loan debt. Now, as we talk about making smart educational choices and avoiding unnecessary debt, it's a perfect time to mention the importance of strong foundational learning. Whether you are in K 12 or preparing for a competitive exam, getting the right support early can make all the difference. And that's where Wisdomy comes in. They offer one on one live tuitions for K 12 students and competitive exam preparations. The best part, they offer a free trial class before you commit. So it's a fantastic way to experience their tailored learning approach and see how they can help you build the skills that you need for future success, whether that's in higher education or a direct career path. You can easily reach out to them and book your free trial class. Speaking of practical skills, let's move on to our next degree, that is culinary arts. Have you ever considered going into debt approaching $30,000 to learn how to cook? Welcome to the reality of many culinary school graduates. Look, I appreciate great food as much as anyone, but this degree often feels like paying a premium for an experience that ultimately leaves you financially hungry. So, the sources highlight a median student debt for culinary arts in the high 20,000s. So, many successful restaurant owners and also high level chefs, they rarely have culinary degrees. The truth is that the restaurant industry has a notoriously high failure rate. And while home cooking is fun, a professional kitchen is an entirely different beast. Different equipment, different processes. So the most crucial point is that most accomplished chefs, they begin their careers in entry level positions like dishwashers or line cooks and advance through hands-on experience without a degree. So, if your dream is to own a restaurant, gaining real industry experience and perhaps a business understanding is far more beneficial than spending tens of thousands on culinary school. Many culinary graduates earn less than their total student debt in the first year. It's like buying an expensive sports car to deliver pizzas. Next, at number 4, we have human services. You might think you can change the world with this degree, but it often comes with a significant financial cost. This degree frequently carries median debt upwards of $40,000. While the intention is noble, the financial reality can be anything but. Data shows that human services graduates often have one of the highest debt to income ratios among social science degrees, which are already known for this challenge. What makes this particularly tough is that most positions in this field demand additional certifications or advanced degrees beyond a bachelor's. So that initial $40,000 bachelor's debt can easily double or more if you pursue a master's or doctorate just to get your foot in the door. Plus, many entry level roles require several years of experience and multiple certifications before you can even begin your career. Now, the unfortunate irony is that many human services graduates end up needing the very financial assistance they are trained to provide others. What universities often don't tell you is that many of the essential skills for this field can be acquired through volunteer work and certifications without incurring massive debt. So, this next one is always tough to discuss, but it's education. I genuinely believe many people enter this field for the right reasons and it's incredibly important. Unlike some other degrees, you are typically legally required to have an education degree for teaching positions, which creates a barrier to entry. However, the compensation doesn't align with the substantial investment. While there are accelerated paths to getting an education degree in as little as 6 months through certain universities, the reality for most isn't always smooth. Many states require additional certifications, unpaid student teaching, and teachers frequently end up buying classroom supplies out of their own pockets. So these extra costs pile up on top of student loans. What's especially challenging is that, unlike many other professions where you can job hop for better pay, teachers are often bound by strict district salary schedules. Your pay doesn't necessarily reflect your performance. You earn pretty much the same whether you are a struggling teacher or an absolute rock star. Compare this to countries like South Korea, where top teachers can earn millions and are revered like doctors or engineers. In the US, despite the vital nature of the profession, many teachers take on second jobs just to make their loan payments. Education majors frequently have one of the lowest debt to income ratios among professional degrees requiring certification. So, while teaching is a truly noble profession, the financial strain can often overshadow the immense rewards. It's a path for the right person, but understanding the financial realities is crucial. Coming in at number 6, we have clinical counseling and applied psychology. This is somewhat akin to behavioral science. You hear the advice, follow your passion, but sometimes your passion can lead you straight into a mountain of debt, and that's a common scenario with psychology degrees. They are incredibly popular, ranking as number one choice for students in some years. However, the job market, especially at bachelor's level, is quite limited. To truly secure a job in this field, particularly in clinical roles, you almost certainly need a master's degree and often a doctorate. This means extending your education by many years and accumulating even more debt. So there are countless heartbreaking stories online. Imagine a psychology graduate dreaming of becoming a licensed therapist only to realize too late that their bachelor's degree wasn't sufficient. Despite stellar academic performance, they end up working unrelated retail jobs just to pay bills, feeling like they need therapy for their own finances after studying to help others. So This isn't an isolated incident. Thousands face similar challenges. To make matters worse, many employers in this field require unpaid internships to gain experience. So, you're often paying off loans while working for free just to qualify for job. Unless you're prepared to commit to a decade or more of schooling, this degree might leave you analyzing your own life choices instead of someone else's. Finally, at number 7, we have literature. As Shakespeare wisely penned, neither a borrower nor a lender be. He recognized the troubles both borrowing and lending can bring, and its advice literature majors might want to heed. This degree can lead to astronomically high student loan debt. While the romantic notion of immersing yourself in the works of literary giants like Jane Austen or Hemingway sounds appealing, the financial reality is often anything but poetic. Careers commonly associated with a literature degree like writing, editing, or publishing are incredibly competitive. Employers frequently prioritize practical experience or even advanced degrees, meaning you could invest even more money before seeing a decent return. While literature degrees certainly own critical thinking and communication skills, these valuable abilities can often be developed through self study or less expensive educational paths. Why spend a fortune on a degree when a library card offers access to endless knowledge for free? Without a very clear and strategic career plan, a literature degree might leave you analyzing your own financial struggles rather than timeless prose. The goal should be to achieve financial freedom so that you have the time and peace of mind to pursue your passions debt free. So, there you have it, 7 degrees that, while often noble or fascinating in their own right, frequently lead to substantial student loan debt without a proportional financial return. I know these videos can be a bit tough to hear, but my goal is always to empower you with the information to make smarter decisions about your future. Choosing the right major isn't about following your passion. Even, if it were, we'd all be majoring in video games, makeup, right? It's about finding the crucial balance between what you love and what the world needs, what pays well, and what sets you up for long term success. It means asking the tough questions. Is this degree truly worth the investment, or will it chain me? Or will it chain me to loans for decades? If you're already in this situation, know that there are legitimate ways to manage and pay off student loan debt. I have used some of these methods myself and they have helped many others. And if you're still exploring your options, remember what we talked about with Wisdom. Building a strong foundation for K-12 students or those preparing for competitive exams can set you up for success no matter what academic or career path you choose. So book your free trial class today. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video helps you make wise choices for your educational and financial future. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights.